Welcome back. Today we're making French crepes. We'll be using a French crepe handheld crepe maker. The batter needs to be the right consistency, and the crepe maker needs to be the right heat and properly lubricated with ideally some sort of vegetable oil. Ingredients are super simple. We have 1 1/4 cups of milk, 1 cup of white flour, all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 eggs, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You could also, if you're making sweet crepes, because you could make either sweet or savory crepes, you could add a little sugar, up to a teaspoon of sugar, but it's not necessary, and I wouldn't recommend it if you're making savory crepes. So today we'll skip the sugar, even though we'll probably end up doing, if all goes well, 1 savory and 1 sweet crepe. It's simply a matter of just putting them all in a blender and blending it until it comes out to a smooth consistency. So I don't think it really matters the order. Let's do 1 1/4 cups of whole milk. Again, 2 tablespoons of butter, melted. 1 cup, this is 1 cup of all-purpose flour. 2 eggs. And a dash of salt. You put this in the blender, blend it for 20 or 30 seconds. And so let's have a look at the consistency. It looks pretty good. Let's just put this in a bowl. You can see there are no lumps. And we'll cover it, and we'll put the bowl in the fridge for an hour, and you could leave it there up to 24 hours, and that will help with the consistency. When you take it out of the fridge, if you do a spoon test, you see how it falls on a spoon. If it looks ideal, that's fine. If it's too loose, you add a little flour. If it's too thick, you add a little whole milk, and hope for the best as you make the crepes using the handheld crepe maker. So now for the moment of truth. We've taken the batter out of the fridge. It's been there for about an hour. Looks like the consistency is not bad. And we have the handheld crepe maker, some paper towels, and let's oil up the crepe maker. Turn it on. I've plugged it in, and let that warm up for just a few seconds. So I'll put the batter in this plate that's not too deep. And then I will take the crepe maker, just heat it up adequately, put it in for 2 or 3 seconds, and pull it out. It looks pretty good. Look, as you can see, it's covered most of the crepe pan. I'll wait for it to start bubbling, then gently try to flip it. It looks like the edges are moving. Look at that. All right, so it's been about a minute. I've turned off the crepe maker. So I'll repeat the same process. But before that, I'm going to put a little parchment paper on top of the crepe I prepared. I'm now turning it on again, and we shall dip it. So it also looks like it turned out pretty good. Could also add a little more. If you see there's some holes on top, you can fill up the holes with a little extra batter if you want. Also, it's coming off fairly easily, so I guess we did all right with our lubrication. We applied enough oil. I'll turn it around. This one looks better than the first. Once we start doing them, you get into kind of a Zen state. And when you're successful to start, it kind of rolls at a good clip. Today, let's do tomatoes and mozzarella. So a Caprese crepe. I'll put the crepe here. The key is to not overfill it. I have just a couple of grape tomatoes. I think about 3 or 4 of them. And a couple of pieces of this mozzarella. Put a little balsamic vinegar. You could probably serve it like that. It looks pretty appealing with the colors and everything. Or you could try folding it. You could fold it 4 ways or 2 ways. If you fold it 2 ways, I would immediately flip it so it looks like this. The next one will be a sweet crepe and a crowd favorite. So now for one of my favorite all-time crepes. Banana Nutella. It's easy, popular, and sure to please. Again, you don't want to overfill the crepe. We have the crepe, 4 or 5 pieces of slices of banana, and then we have the tried and true Nutella. It is decadent and beautiful and tasty, and in my opinion, the ideal dessert when you want to be decadent. For plating these, on the savory one, I would just put tomato and the mozzarella so people know what it is, and on the Nutella one, I would put a couple of slices of banana. I'd use like a Bosco, some sort of chocolate sauce to kind of give it that extra look of chocolate and banana, because Nutella doesn't look as good. It tastes great, but when you spread it, it doesn't. It looks like peanut butter in chocolate form. So this is the plated version, and we have here a good meal and a wonderful dessert.